All right, here's a quick update since the last review. Uh, I think in the last review, I think the idea was pretty obvious, right? Because of this candle here, bought back up and pushed above this level. It's still above support, and so we should be looking for longs basically. But here's the caveat: daily looks like shit. Like RSI is in a poor position. Only 3D 3-day view is fine. It looks like it's resetting, but like any time frame you look at, it's either bearish retesting or like everything's pretty poor position really. Like this is this is not looking good really. That's also gone. But for example, in here it was all right, but it basically what it did was it just cleared these highs and then sold off again. See, that's if you're scalping, for example, that was a short signal. Like here we have the SFP close back down, retest the level, short it towards there. Then that's your scalp. So that's 50, even 15 minutes is bullshit. 5 minutes is also like that. And finally, 1 minute is the only one that have some kind of potential. That's it. So, but it still doesn't um, change the fact, because the thing is, yes, it looks bad, but it's still above support, right? That's why I cannot really short it, because that the RR is not there. Where am I going to short it to resistance, to support? So what I need to see personally, let's go into a higher time frame. What I needed to see here is, if I'm bullish at this region, I want to see this run, run these lows, and then something like that, and then I'll be looking to target this and hopefully higher. But or in the bullish case, it does this. You can use some trend lines there to aid you, like this. If it starts breaking down here and hold, then that's the place you want to short towards there, because then the RR is there, and you want to be above here. But in here, where am I going to short it to? So in here, the RR is towards the upside. Either two things here: either you don't touch this, right? If you don't trust the idea, then don't short, don't touch this, basically. But if you want to long, then wait for a signal like this, and then long. Invalidation could be there, or could be at this low, if you're too aggressive. And then aim for mid-range in here. And then depending on the reaction, you can also target here. But there's nothing to short here. So there's two options here. Either long it with smaller size maybe, or wait for it to do something like that on the short term and long it then, or don't touch it at all. There's no short here. Yeah, I know that it looks like shit on all time frames. For example, in here, it's it's telling you basically to short, but I cannot short it because that's still support. So the SR levels is the first thing you should be looking at. SR levels should be the first thing to look at. Okay, it should always be your priority. And this candle here, if I open exo charts here, I can guarantee you that there has been a lot of selling there, and then when this happened, when they closed above here, these guys are trapped. So you don't really want to see it coming down here, so these guys can get out. That was the idea. That was the bought back. The power of the buyback is the idea still for me to be bullish. But on the other hand, you see, after taking out this, I was expecting a bigger reaction, and that reaction didn't come, and still stalling here, which you don't like. If you're scalping, you don't like these kind of stalls. Yeah, if you're swing trading of some sort, then it should be fine. But you want immediate reaction, basically, like this. Took it out, immediately sent. So I think I hope I made myself clear now. It's not about me being bullish or not. This chart is providing me with only longs right now. I cannot short it, so I have to talk. I have to think about longs. If it starts breaking down, then you know I should be looking for shorting. So it doesn't mean that I'm. If I want to long, it doesn't mean that I'm bullish. It just the chart has given me no other choice. Either I'm not going to touch it, or uh, I'm going to long it. So there's no short for me here. All right, guys. I think that should make things clear. So you have again like soul trade, right? These levels are so important because now that you have this support here that is telling you to long, the same level would be telling you to short also. So if you fail, if you get stopped here, then you can always, this failed long will turn into a great short. And this would mitigate your loss here, and this is going to be your bonus. Okay? So it's not all about bullishness or bearishness. It's just the chart. The long has more value here than the short. So that's why if I want to do something, it should be on the long side. But it certainly doesn't look good. Look, this 4 hour level actually is looking good. If it starts dropping back down here, that's a short. If it reclaims, then that's a long. See that's two plans. No bullish, no bearish bias. It's just whatever the chart tells you. All right. Don't be afraid of being wrong. Be wrong and do the work to understand what went wrong, why you were wrong. But don't be afraid. Just take it. So it's super simple now. There is your level. This is your level. That's your trend line. In here, you cannot short. If it does this, short. That's your first plan. I mean, if it does that. In here, if it stays above, long, towards there, and we'll see about these. And one last thing, if it does this and reclaims, then that's another long. Okay, so I hope this helps, and see you in the next one.